The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, is a global multi-level marketing company with a presence across the globe. Surpassing 2.2 trillion Korean won in global sales and with a global membership of 15 million, Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Atomy Hemohim surpassed 2 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, ranked #1 in domestic health functional food exports. With 19 international patents for a single product, it is forging a unique history in the realm of health functional foods. Absolute Skincare, which has become one of the best-selling cosmetics in the industry with sales of 100 billion Korean won every year since its launch. Absolute Cell Active Skincare received King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office in 2021 for the first time in the cosmetics industry and was selected as world-class product for next generation, selected by Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy in 2022. Atomy practices customer-centered management in all its business activities, and such efforts were recognized by the acquisition of its customer-centered management certification for 3 consecutive years, which is a unique accomplishment in the industry. Starting with the US branch in 2010, Atomy is a global company that opened 26 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, Europe, etc., with 15 million members worldwide. In 2023, Atomy opened its EU branch and has plans for global expansion with a focus on Africa, Latin America, and emerging markets. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. As the next generation broadcaster bridging online and offline realms, the Success Seminar manifests Atomy's vision for members worldwide. It presents a vision of global success that transcends time and space by merging business and culture. The ACT project has been initiated to cultivate global leaders and empower our active members around the world. Atomy is dedicated to providing full support for fostering global business activities. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies, such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Atomy strives to minimize its environmental impact across all business activities through policies like transitioning products to zero plastic and introducing eco-friendly smart packaging solutions, with the goal of becoming a global eco-friendly leader. Sharing is a mission that all companies must fulfill. As a result of its consistent annual giving for the last 3 years, Atomy has secured the #1 rank in the distribution industry for donations as a percentage of revenue among the top 500 companies in the country. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work career. Atomy's executives, employees, partnering companies, and members all practice sharing together to improve the lives of all members of society. Wherever sharing is needed around the world, global branches will be united to support happiness for all. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
We truly are Atomy. So, without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing here. And all right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the stage over to CJ for a minute, and then we'll go ahead and get started with our program for this morning. All right, so CJ, it's all yours, sir.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all. Good morning. Can you hear me, Nick?
You're loud and clear, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely. To all my freedom fighters on the call this morning, all the flag bearers, all the wellness crusaders.
Good morning.
To all the friends on the call this morning, to the customers on the call this morning, and to all my fellow business owners on the call this morning, I say good morning. Good morning. A prosperous day to you. I thank you for coming in, sharing with us this morning. We have a jam-packed presentation. We have Joy, we have Novlet, and we're gonna compress time this morning. So without any further ado, Novlet, Joy, if you're ready, let's jump right in. And Mr. Nick, again, I thank you so much for your dedication. Let's go.
Welcome. Let's go. Let's roll. All right. So we're gonna have let's start with Miss Novelet first, and then we'll get to Miss Joy. So Novelet, you have the stage.
Well, wait.
And
Was Miss
Nick, if
Joy
I might
gonna...
just 1 quick second, Nick and Novlet. Hi, Novlet. I know that there are new folks on the call this morning now, and Nick. So we just want to somewhere in the presentation, we just want to recognize folks who are with us for the first time. We want to allow them to introduce themselves, who they are, who invited them, and we want them to feel welcome. Thank you.
You can do that now.
Yes, we can do that now. Yes. So anyone that is new to the call, please do share with us where you're calling from, and
or if you invited someone to the call and you think they're shy, you can introduce them.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, this is my second time, so I don't know if this is considered my first time, but yesterday I just jumped on yesterday.
Oh yeah, and I want you to share your testimony too, your story too. So, anyone else? No. So was it a testimony that Miss Joy had?
Miss Joy was going to share about the what's up for business. So
okay, so we can do that later.
Oh yeah.
So Mr. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. This morning, this is the order I'm going to go in. We're going to continue doing the 8 steps. And of course, Mr. CJ said Thursdays, men's health. So I have something on men's health. And as Mr. CJ said, we cannot end without hemoheme. So I have a hemoheme video, and there's so many videos out there, but this one, guys, make sure you have your pen and paper when I go through the 8 steps from GoPro, but also when that hemoheme video is being played, please, please, please make sure you are also taking note of what he's covering in this video, because I guarantee you, you're going to come across individuals that have the issues that he mentioned in the video that hemoheme can help with. And you're going to say, oh, I remember that, it's in my book. That's the purpose. As Mr. CJ, I'll go back to him, always say, he never comes without a book, because you never know what is going to be shared. And if you start taking notes along the way, these things are going to pop up, and then you're going to have your book that you can go back to say, hey, wait a minute. I know I have it in my book. I will get back to you on it. And that's how you're going to learn and you grow. Okay. This is, see this big binder here? My Atomy binder. I pulled the information from the website. I have them here. This is what I did when I started. On the different products, I have them in here, and I used to keep them with me in my car. But you know, now I have a little tablet, and I prefer to go onto the tablet and open it up and pull the information and show it to the individuals. But if you don't have that, make a binder, because also with the binder, it's going to help you. You can open it up and go in there and look at something. And as you, repetition is how you're going to get that information in here. But Mr. Gene, we had a lovely conversation yesterday, and he shared something with me. This is what I always say. When you are diagnosed, it is our job to maintain our health. I forgot which great leader said, if you leave your health up to the doctors, then whatever the outcome is, you can't blame anyone. He was diagnosed with something. He didn't just listen to the doctor and the road they were telling him to go down. He went and did his research and was able to take care of that issue himself. Guys, we're in a time now where there's Google. You can Google everything, because it's so sad to say so many people I knew last year that's no longer here because I'm only going the way the doctor told me. And listen, I'm not against doctor, because America is great if you have a broken bone and you need a heart transplant and things like that. But your health is for you to maintain yourself. He took charge and he went, did the job, let his fingers do the walking on the internet, and was able to take care. So Mr. Gene, can you share your story that you told me yesterday?
Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, thank you. You know, I hope everybody is in a good space. Okay, so
Oh, by the way, he's very, very new to Atomy. So, I'm very excited. Go ahead.
yeah, so what happened was is that I had a tumor, this lump on my chest, and it happened to be, you know, I'm like, where is this lump is coming from? You know, so I'm a transplant recipient, and I had seven, you know, I have like seven doctors, eight doctors that comes out and check with me, and I scheduled an appointment to go see, and then they came in to talk with me. One of the doctor, again, the transplant that I received was back in 2003, and the time that I had this lump, it was back in 2010. Okay, and one of the doctors I know, he was an Asian doctor. Now, I'm not sure where he could be from, what part of Asia, but he was one of my good friend. And he's the one who told me that went back in 2003. He said, "What you doing? You know, I always like to be at the hospital." He said, "The hospital is the most dirtiest place. You don't want to be here. There, you know, you should be out. You know, you got your transplant. You're healthy. You should be focused on that." And so I did. But this time around, with having this lump, I didn't know what was going on. So they did a test and to find out what's going on with the lump here, and they scheduled me to come back, and I came in, and they told me that, hey, we found the problem. Here's the issue: you have a something called tumor cancerous. I said, tumor cancerous? What's that? How did I get it? I'm confused. And so the doctor speak doctor language, which gave me a headache because I had no idea what the language they was speaking. And so what happened is that okay, so I asked everybody to leave, and I asked this one doctor to stay because this is the one I trust. Everyone follow the protocol because what happened was the hospital I was located was called Jackson Moore Hospital. And in Jackson Moore Hospital is a nonprofit. Somehow it actually went bankrupt. And I was like, nonprofit going bankrupt. And they had the political, like the chief, commissioner, they was in the pressure. They had to change everything, the system. So it's the reason why I don't trust the hospital no more. It's because of that. One of the other reasons was that I read this book, What You Don't Know, and this book tells you about the criminal business and health business. And I was reading so much about the book, and I was like, oh my gosh, it opened my eyes and made me prep and and really realize before anything, when you go into the medical, pay attention to details and what they are suggesting. And I, because of that, I had a transplant. I could avoid it from having a transplant operation, but the knowledge wasn't there. And I know that millions of people don't, if they don't take the time to learn and really study, they're not gonna really follow it. Because the last thing that'll probably be what the last thing for most folks would do. They just like, oh doctor, okay, I'll do anything to help me get rid of it. Like the microwave baby. I want it now, get rid of it. And so I was not one of them. And my thing was that what I did was that, okay, as the doctor told me that, okay, I have the tumor cancer. What can I do? Okay, we're gonna set you up to see a chemo doctor, and also doctor cancer, a cancer doctor, not a chemo doctor. Excuse me, a cancer doctor. And they also told me that, okay, we're gonna put you on Social Security. I said, okay, great. Well, I'll take the Social Security, but I'm not gonna see a cancer doctor. That is not my interest because I read the book, right? Because doctor get paid, doctor refer anyone to go see a cancer doctor, they get paid $10,000 just
There
to
you
refer
go.
a customer.
Mhm.
Okay. And so I was like, oh man. My thing was, okay, so I took the Social Security, I ignored the appointment. What I did was that I took the matter in my own hand and went back home and locked myself because I was so confused by the doctor and didn't want the last thing I wanted to do the chemo. So my thing was is that I study international business is the reason why I was able to research and I did the again just like Miss Bryan said, I did the finger work, and did the work. And I found this information, this guy up in New York, and this guy up in New York, and I reached out, he said he does, helping people with cancer, find an alternative and so forth. And I said, hey guy, listen, man. He said, what's going on? He said, this doctor told me that I had this something called tumor cancerous. He said, wait a minute, stop. You either have a tumor or you either have cancer. There's no such thing called cancer or tumor cancerous, right? And I said, wow, that confusing. That really helped me a lot because I was so confused on with this. I was like, where's this coming from? So it's kind of like a doctor cell, just to get you to, ooh, oh my gosh, when you hear the word cancer, you jump up, you're like, oh my gosh, what I'm going to do. So my thing is not, because of going through experience of having a transplant made me pay attention to, and reading the book made me really pay attention to health industry, really. And so just to short the story here, the gentleman from the New York said, "Hey, listen, if you believe, do you believe in God?" I said, "Yes." Good. Continue to believe in God. You want to stay positive, right? And stay positive change your diet and
There you
eat
go.
a fruit and vegetable and cut out the process. And I said like the milk, dairy, the sugary stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm taking notes. I'm getting information. I said, okay, great. So I had a friend of mine, and next I went to see a friend of mine who owned back in Miami, owned Chef Creole at the time named Kent. And I said, Kent, listen, man, here's my story. I got this thing called, first his doctor said I had to carry my tumor cancerous, but I don't really have it. But he said, listen, go get this book about eat right for your blood type, beat cancer for your blood type. Beat cancer for your blood type. Whoa, never. I went straight to the library, I looked at the author. The author has so list of books. I took it all. I said, man, I'm gonna read all these books and really try to figure out what am I getting myself into. And man, I'm a type B. And if you don't know your type, your blood type, you should learn because that's how a doctor find out what is going on with you. Okay, you have to know your blood type. Then I advise you to pick up a book called about eat right for your blood type. And man, it would cut out the things that you should eat, you shouldn't eat. Everybody is the same, but everybody body blood is not the same. Keep in mind because what you shouldn't eat or drink can cause some harm into your body. Okay, now that's one thing I just want to share with you with that. Next is that now that I did the research, I created this thing called Cancer Battle Movement, and because of that, I found out Canada has solution for cancer and for tumor, and I was like, wow. And I read a lot. I did my research outside of the United States. Remember, folks, I remember that Canada banned red juice for a reason. They banned a lot of stuff, but America is going to keep accepting it. And so, the Food Administration don't keep up with international food that comes in America. And so that's one thing that you should be aware of as well, because the soil is not the kind of nutrition you should want that's going to put in your body. And just keep this in mind, folks, especially when it's not organic. And I know about organic, some say, oh, organic could be not the organic, but keep in mind, it's better than eating something that is not uh, uh, fertilized properly. Just want to share that with y'all. Lastly, I just want to say that so what I did is that I did the tumor that I had on my chest. I took the onions just real quick, and also and I add the garlic on top of it, and I did exercise. Oh yeah, morning and afternoon. I had at the time that I had like seven dogs. One is a mother and six puppies. Okay, and they and they all worked out with me in the morning, go running, and every time, every 4 or 5 days. So bottom line is that within 10 days, I reversed the tumor. I cut out, and they gave me the food stamp. I went to Whole Food and bought nothing but fruit and vegetable, cut out a lot of stuff, and that's how I was able to reverse the tumor. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. This is what I've been saying over and over. Your lifestyle, the food you put in, what you do dictate your health or your lack of health. So remember before 2025 started, guys, I kept talking about changing your lifestyle. Make a change, because what we're putting in is what's causing our health issues. He was able to reverse those tumors without doing anything medically. And this is why I keep saying we can restore our lack of health. Bodies are made to heal themselves if we give it what it needs. And for those of us that do not exercise, exercise is a big part of health because you need that muscle mass. And that's why a lot of Americans fall too, because they do not have that. You don't have to go to the gym. You can just exercise in your home. Walking is the best form of exercise you can do, or swimming. You don't have to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a gym. Just walk every day. He walked. There's another one that says walk your way to better health. So I just wanted him to share that so you can see, if you take charge of your health, you'd be amazed. I met a gentleman that had cancer and he walked it off. He did the same thing this gentleman did. He did his research and he learned. He changed his diet. incorporated a lot of water, changed eating more fruits and veggies, and he said, I walked that cancer off. He didn't do the chemo. Now, I'm not telling you guys what to do. We're just letting you know there are options, and you can incorporate all these things and restore your health. So, yeah. I see Miss Carol was agreeing there with what the gentleman shared. But guys, we have to take charge of our health, because medically, these doctors are being paid to give you these prescriptions, or as he mentioned, chemo. That's how much they get paid per chemo treatment. So it's not always about your best interest. So anyway, and just keep in mind, chemo is a 3% survival rate, and the 3% that survive is because they were already in good condition. Their body was already there. They still exercise, they're supplementing, they're doing other things along with their chemo. So now I'm going back to GoPro. 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. So hopefully you guys have your pen and paper, because I'm going to cover the 7 steps. And let's see how long the 7th step is. Or maybe we'll cover a few of the 7 steps. Yes, it's a couple of pages. So we won't do all 7 steps this morning, because we still want to play that Hemoheme video. So yesterday I did touch on step 1, be in a hurry. So, but I'll go over it for those that might not have been here yesterday. So step 1 is being in a hurry. This is about how to invite to events. So this is a psychological issue. People are always more attracted to a person who has things going on. So if you start every call or face-to-face conversation giving the impression that you are in a hurry, you'll find your invitation will be shorter. There will be fewer questions, less resistance, and people will be more respectful of your time. For example, examples for warm market prospect. I don't have a lot of time to talk, but it was really important I reach you. So for those who are writing it down, I don't have a lot of time to talk, but it was really important to reach you. Then the next example is, I have a million things going on, but I'm glad I caught you. I'm running out the door, but I need to talk to you really quick. And then examples for cold market prospect. And then you guys can also go to that chapter in the audio that was posted, and you can pause it and write it down. So examples for cold market prospect. Now isn't the time to get into this, and I have to go, but, and you can say but whatever you want to add to it. I have to run, but. Get the message, set the tone with some urgency. As for the example I'm sharing with you, don't worry too much about the exact words. Just focus on the concept and use your own words. Let people know you're busy, you've got a lot going on, and your time is short. But it was important for you to talk with them really quick and do it with some passion in your voice. Say, hey, I'm sorry, I just wanted to share this with you, but I don't have a lot of time. I'm rushing to this appointment or whatever it is, but I just wanted you to get the information. That's my take on it. So step 2, compliment the prospect. Always look for something to compliment them, whether it's the dress, their shoes, whatever it is. This is critical, the sincere compliment, and it must be sincere. Open the door to real communication. The sincere compliment opens the door to real communication and will make the prospect much more agreeable about hearing what you have to say. Example for a warm market prospect. You've been very successful, and I've always respected the way you've done business. You have always been supportive of me, and I appreciate that so much. And in parentheses, it said, great to use with family and close friends. You have an amazing mind for business and can see things other people don't see. For as long as I've known you, I've thought you were the best at what you do. Great compliment, right? Okay, so examples for cold market prospect. You have given me some of the best service I've ever received. You are super sharp. Can I ask what you do for a living? You have made this a fantastic experience. Like, you're super sharp, you can use that. Like, some of the times you go out to a restaurant and you meet some waitress and they're very sharp, they're on point. That's a great compliment for them. The key to compliment is it must be sincere. Find something you can honestly use to compliment your prospect and use it. This simple test will literally double your invitation results. When you start with urgency and compliment, it becomes very difficult for a person to react negatively to your invitation. That is true. People don't hear compliments very often. It feels good. You will find your prospect will become very receptive. If you study the pros, you'll find that they're constantly putting people in good moods through their honest and sincere compliments. It helps to build rapport, it helps to open people's mind, and mostly it helps achieve your goal for education and understanding. So now we go to step 3, make the invitation. This is a situation where one size does not fit all. There are 3 kinds of invitation approach for a network marketing professional. So the first one is the direct approach. This is used when you invite people to learn more about your opportunity for them. Most people use a direct approach for all of their prospects. It usually goes something like this. I found a way that you can get rich. Let me tell you all about it, blah, 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 blah. I understand the passion, but really, who's going to get excited about that unless they're getting a call from a millionaire? That doesn't mean the direct approach doesn't work. It does. It's an important place in your invitation process, but it should be reserved for people who know and respect you, or for people that you know are searching for something better. Example for warm market prospect. When you told me you hate your job, need more money, want to find a new house, etc., were you serious or were you just kidding around? They almost always tell you they were serious. Great. I think I found a way for you to get it, solve the problem, make that happen. This is for a situation where you know an area of their dissatisfaction, need, or desire. I think I found a way for us to really boost our cash flow. These are examples they're given here. When I thought of people who could make an absolute fortune with a business I thought of you. Are you still looking for a job or a different job? I find a way for both of us to start a great business without all the risk. Let me ask you a question off the record. If there was a business you could start working part-time from your home that could replace your full-time income, would that interest you? Now they go to the cold market prospect. I know you guys are probably trying to write and it's fast, so I reposted the video last night in the group chat, so you can go back to it and get it from this section. Have you ever thought of diversifying your income? This is for cold market. Have you ever thought of diversifying your income? Do you keep your career options open? Do you plan on doing what you're doing now for the rest of your career? Can you follow these cold market scripts or any variation with the following? I have something that might interest you. Now is not the time to get into it, but. So these are the different options he gave for the direct approach. Now we go to the indirect approach. This is another powerful tool to help get people past their initial resistance and educate them on what you have to offer. The direct approach is about asking the prospect for help. input or guidance. I used this approach extensively with great success when I first started out. Because of my lack of credibility at age 23, I couldn't get much success with a direct approach. So I learned to play myself down and play up the prospect's ego. That is a good one there, because, you know, ego is a big thing here in this country. It worked indirectly well, and it still works today. So these are the examples. I've just started a new business and I'm really nervous. Before I get going, I need to practice on someone friendly. So that's a good one for us, guys. You can say that to your family and friends, because most of the time, family and friends don't want to hear anything about our business. But if you tell them that you need their help, you need them to critique you or to, you know, give a feedback on your products, they will listen. So he said, I've just started a new business and I'm really nervous. Before I get going, I need to practice on someone friendly. Would you mind if I practice on you? This is a great approach for family and close friends. The next one, I found a business I'm really excited about, but what do I know? You have so much experience. Would you look at it for me if I made it easy on you and let me know what you think? And let me know if I'm making the right move as well. And then the next one, a friend told me the best thing I could do when I start a business is to have people I respect take a look at it and give me some guidance. Would you be willing to do that for me if I made it simple? So the last one is good too. A friend told me the best thing I could do when I start a business to have people I respect look at it and give me guidance. So now you're telling them that you respect them, you respect their opinion. There's no way they're going to tell you no. And then you go, would you be willing to do that for me if I made it simple? I like this approach very much that they showed here for warm market. And now examples for cold market prospect. When you meet someone from another city, state, or country, if your company does business there, you can say, my company is expanding in your area. Would you do me a favor and take a look at it and let me know if you think it would work where you live? When you meet someone who might provide good input on your product, you could say, I've started a business with a product I think makes a lot of sense, but I'd like to get your input. Would you be willing to check it out and give me your opinion? So now this is the next one is the super indirect approach. And then I will stop at that one. And then we'll go to step number 4 tomorrow. The third approach is the super indirect approach. This approach is incredibly powerful because it works on a number of psychological levels. In this approach, you tell the prospect they aren't a prospect and you're just interested in finding out if they know someone else who might benefit from your business. It is very effective. First example for warm market prospect. The business I'm in clearly isn't for you, but I wanted to ask, who do you know that is ambitious, money motivated, and would be excited about the idea of adding more cash flow to their lives? The next one, who do you know that might be looking for a strong business they could run from their home? Who do you know that has hit a wall with their business and might be looking for a way to diversify their income? And then the next one, I'm working with a company that's expanding in this area, and I'm looking for some sharp people that might be interested in additional cash flow. Do you know anyone who might fit this description? So those are all great. So now you're not asking them to do it. You're asking them if they might know of anyone. And typically, if these individuals are looking, they're probably going to say, me, because you didn't ask them for themselves. You're asking them if they know of anyone. And I know a gentleman here, he does that a lot. So in most cases, they're going to ask you for more information because they give you let's go back. In most cases, they're going to ask you for more information before they give you any names. Behind that request will be curiosity and intrigue, thinking this might be for them, but they're not going to admit that to you yet. When they ask for more information, you can respond with, that makes sense. You'll want to know more about it before you can refer some of your contacts. Then you can just move to step 4, which we'll cover tomorrow. For examples for cold market is exactly the same as warm market for the super indirect approach. Just use the warm market script or any variation that's comfortable for you. So hopefully you guys are getting some ideas that you might not have thought about before, that you can start practicing with. And you know, I know I'm reading, so you might not be able to catch everything. So go grab the audio, and this is from chapter 5, prospecting. Chapter 5, skill number 2, inviting prospect to understand your products or opportunity. So I will save your questions until after this video, if you guys have any.
All right, hey Navla, before we play the video, I'm gonna go ahead and allow Miss Joy to unmute so she could tell us about the what's up for business real quick, and then we'll play the video.
No, we don't want to do. All right, go ahead. I wanted to do that at the end, but
We got 15 minutes, so that's why.
okay.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Joy, if you're available.
Why didn't we do WhatsApp? Oh, it's too late now.
Yeah.
We should have done that on Monday when it's an open call.
Oh, okay.
Hello everyone. Hi,
Miss
Nick.
Joy, can you do that Monday for open call?
I was just about to say I don't have to do it today.
Okay, let's do it
because
Monday.
I'm not feeling well anyway, so we could probably do it next week.
Yeah,
Okay.
Monday. Monday's
Okay.
open call.
Okay, no problem.
I'll call
All
you
right.
after, Miss
Thanks.
Joy. I'll call
Thanks,
you
Nick.
after.
No
Okay
problem.
then. Bye-bye now.
Share. Can I do share, Nick? Nick?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I just want to make sure you weren't still sharing. Okay, here we go. So guys, this is a good video. He's gonna touch on some health issues here. So make sure you're writing. And hopefully it will play. If not, Nick, make sure you have your backup.
Many of you here are concerned about your health. I hope everyone is.
Can everyone hear?
Because your health
Yes, you're
depends
good.
on you. It doesn't depend on anybody. Your spouse can't help you with your health if you don't want to do anything. The doctor tell you to exercise. I cannot tell my dog that go exercise for me so that I can keep fit because my doctor says I need to exercise. You can't do that. Your health is very dependent on you yourself. You cannot build a robot to exercise for you, can you? It doesn't work that way. So your health is your own concern. So why do we need to take care of our health? One of the things I did as a banker is I lend money. Plus, I help people manage their money. I've known clients that are really, really well-to-do, but they spend all their life working. And some of them, although they have 6-figure bank accounts, that's their regular checking account, 6 figures in that. To them some of them are not able to enjoy it because their health is not there. So it's no point having all the money in the world and be lying in a hospital bed. That's terrible, right? So you don't want that. So your health is important. So what does Atomy provides you for your health? I only talk about 2 of our key health products. The first one is what is called as HemoHim. So why do you need to take HemoHim? Your immune system. Is it very important for you all? Yes? No? Immune system is very important, right? If you have a low immune system, what happens? You get sick easily. What happens if you have too active an immune system? For the people who are around my age, I won't tell you how old I am, but around my age, in the past, we have never heard of peanut allergies. In fact, asthma was very rare. It was there, but not every time we see a kid comes out and say, he's got asthma, right? Because the immune system gets too active. Do you know what causes allergies? It's your immune system being too active. That means anything that comes into it, it starts to consider it to be an enemy and fights against it. When your immune system is too active, it fights against yourself. And that's why there's a condition called leukemia, where your blood fights against yourself, and that's dangerous. What does hemohim does? Hemohim regulates, modulates your immune system. So if your immune system is too low, hemohim brings it up. If it's too high, it brings it down. Past research through studies, medical research papers, hemohim has been tested on both animals and humans and has indicated that hemohim does all the 4 things that you see up on the screen. I'm not going to go into detail, but basically what it does is that it helps your body to rebuild its immune system. And how does it do that? Your immune system is dependent on your blood, the blood condition you have in your body. The better that blood is, the healthier you become. Your immune system functions better. And so hemohim helps you to produce better blood over time because of the ingredients that's in it. This formula has been tested in cancer hospitals for patients that are undergoing radiation and chemotherapy. What happens when you go through that? When a friend goes through chemo or radiation, what happens? Their immune system becomes compromised. And what happens? They start to get into all the side effects. Some lose hair, some have irritable bowel syndrome, some can't do anything. And even after chemotherapy, you notice that the doctor who prescribed chemotherapy cannot ask you to do it every day. They have to take 1 dose, wait for 4, 5, 6 days, and then take the next dose. Why? Because the immune system is below and cannot help you. If you give a cancer patient chemotherapy every day, they will die the next day because it destroys your system and your body cannot afford that. And therefore, we need to reboot the immune system. So this was tested. Hemohim was tested at the Korea Cancer Hospital and found that patients who took hemohim versus patients who didn't take, few things happened. First thing is, patients who took hemohim took less time to recover the immune system. That's number 1. Number 2, people who took hemohim has less side effects. The usual loss of hair, some didn't even have it. So that's the result of testing hemohim in the cancer hospital. That's the power of hemohim.
So guys, I'm going to post this video as well. And as I said, save it. For those of you that went ahead and got the ACE app yesterday, you can now start saving your videos because I'm going to post this. So understand, we meet a lot of people. Asthma is one of the #1 killer for kids. And he just shared how hemohim will help. Also, for those who have allergies, I've always said that you're not allergic to the food, you're allergic to what's on it, because centuries back and years back, nobody had a food allergy. It's what they're putting on the food now. Hemohim is going to help your body, as he explained. And if you really watch this video, you'll get a good understanding so you can talk to those individuals with autoimmune issues and all that. Because anything that your body's fighting against, that's an autoimmune issue right there. So whatever the autoimmune diseases are, you're going to meet a lot of those people because autoimmune is a big thing now. You know, so we have hemoheme here that can help in every area of their health. So, oh, I forgot. I don't want Mr. CJ to get me later. Men's health. Let me go back.
You will have to reshare.
Yeah, so men's health, prostate. So this is the article I pulled up on prostate health for men, because there's more and more prostate issues popping up more and more. Men, drink a lot more water. It's going to help you with your prostate. So it shows here the age, as the men get older, greater the risk of developing prostate cancer. See what it says here? African American men are more likely to develop prostate cancer. God, why is it always African American when it comes to diabetes, when it comes to cancer, when it comes to all these things? We need to start taking charge of our health, because the outbreak is among our population. It never used to be like that. Years and years and years back, they couldn't figure out why we weren't getting sick, but now they have figured it out. They know that food is African American people Achilles heel. We're eating the food and it is killing us. We have to start taking control of our diet. So African American male more likely to develop prostate cancer than any other race. Men with family history of prostate cancer are also more likely to develop it, they say. But this is all based on your family history. Symptoms, it shows right here: difficulty urinating, weak or interrupted urine flow, frequent urination, blood in urine, dysfunction, pain in the back, hip, or pelvis. So men, I hope you are taking note of the symptoms right here, because another thing with
You know
men.
that you might have to share your screen if you're sharing something, because it's not sharing.
Oh, you're not seeing it?
No.
Oh, I thought I was sharing my screen. Okay, let's go. I guess I came out of share. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Somehow when I went back, are you seeing it now?
I seen it now.
Okay. So, okay. So as it shows here, this is what I was reading. African American men are more likely to develop prostate cancer, family history, and now here are the symptoms, men, that you need to look for. You might want to take a photo of the screen just for this area here. And then it talks about the screening. A simple blood test right here. Early detection. Yeah.
And now just to let you know real quick, I believe there's a question for you in the chat. Vanessa wants to know about the hemohim. And I believe that Joy wanted to make a contribution earlier. Her hand was up, so we just want to recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We normally go to that at the end.
We're right upon the 11 o'clock.
Yeah, but I want the men to get this information.
Okay.
Prevention: eating a healthy diet with lots of fruits, veggies, and whole grain, people. This is not just for men, because I meet a lot of people that are not eating fruits and veggies. And your food is your medicine. So if you're not putting in the right food, hello, getting regular exercise, maintaining a healthy weight. Exercise, exercise, exercise. Stop smoking and drinking and increase your vitamin D. Now, Atomy has saw palmetto, which is for men's health. Maintenance: take your saw palmetto, drink your water. That's prevention. As you're taking your hemoheme and the other supplements, it is going to help you. Supplementation is going to help you with your health. Everyone should have a budget for supplements. There are lots and lots of podcasts and videos out there with doctors talking about what happens to the body when you do not supplement because the food we're eating now does not have the nutrients in it anymore. So if you're not supplementing, you're not making your health your #1 priority, you're going to open up yourself to a lot of issues. There's so many women and men that shared their testimonies of all these health issues they were dealing with for years, and doctors couldn't figure out what it is. They go to a holistic doctor, they do the test. They're deficient in so many nutrients in their bodies, which open up the onslaught of health issues they had. Once they start to supplement, it goes away. The body knows what it needs, people. So make sure, get the fruits and veggies in. You're going to do the best you can with that. And if you can't eat that much, make a smoothie every morning. I do that every morning. I make a big smoothie, and sometimes at night, I just throw everything in: fruits, veggies, greens, whatever. And I make it and I drink, because we're always on the go. We don't have the time to just sit there and eat a big bowl of fruit or whatever, but I throw everything in. I get it in. You do that in the morning, you don't need coffee. That's your energy. So we have the saw palmetto, and it helps. Just a few of the promising benefits is help with hair loss. So a lot of us are losing our hair. Women can use it too for that. Improve urinary tract infection. We know prostate health may decrease inflammation. So a lot of men that have that enlarged prostate, when the doctors tell you you have an enlarged prostate, it doesn't mean you have cancer. You don't need to go on chemo for that. Enlarged prostate is inflammation, it goes away. I know several men that had that. They take charge, they start drinking more water and stuff, and the enlarged prostate goes away. So guys, take charge. Everyone, just start taking charge of your health. We need to get away from this African American in everything. We need to start taking charge of our health. So that's it. So men's health, let's go back, just if someone wanted to get the information off the screen when it comes to the symptoms and so forth. So now, Nick, you can go to whoever had their hands raised, whatever question. Oh, in the chat.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Okay, so there's a question here from Vanessa. How long do you have to take this supplement? And I assume that's the hemohim. You want to respond to that, Navlet?
The rest of your
okay. I am perfectly healthy. I'm 57. I'm going to be 50 next month. I will stay with hemohim and all the supplements. I'm taking that forever. That's me. Because as there's an echo.
Yeah.
Who else
CJ.
has their mic open?
CJ.
Okay. It's about maintaining your health. The food we're eating is not giving us the proper nutrients that we need. So if we're eating food that's not giving us the proper nutrients that we need, it means we're going to have to supplement, unfortunately. I found this article years back. In 1948, you could eat a bowl of greens and get your nutrients from them. That same bowl of greens today would have to be 18. One back then you were getting your nutrients from. Now you have to eat 18 of that same bowl to get the same nutrients in one in 1948. This is what we're dealing with now. So if you do not supplement, we're in trouble. And we see the health is declining in this country. And there's going to be more outbreak, just like we had with COVID, because as a nation becomes sicker and sicker, that's what's going to happen. And we see it. Everybody's sick because people are not doing what they need to do to maintain their health. And in the hemohim video, he says, if you have a healthy blood, the life is in the blood. The blood goes through your whole entire body. So if we're not giving our body what it needs, we're going to go down. So for me, spending the money on my health is, after God, that's #1 priority for me. I take my hemohim, my vitamin C, my B complex, my plant calcium. I take my omega-3, the probiotics. the fine zine, I don't do the fine zine all the time because I don't eat as much meat. But if you're a heavy meat eater, you need to be on that fine zine because it's going to break down that meat instead of having it sitting in your gut for days and days and days. We have so many good supplements on there. Decide which one and you don't have to buy them every month because most of the healthcare products are 3 month supply. So when you buy, you know, your D3 and your B complex, those are 3 months supply. So you can buy some this month, some next month, some the following month. But if you want to live a healthy life while you're here on this planet, we have to supplement because we're not getting it from our food. They tell you some of these fruits that you buy, they picked them over a year ago. They put them in this solution to preserve it, and you're getting something that's been dead a year or two ago. So, you know, we have to supplement. If you want to be healthy, I don't want to be in my 70s and 80s alive and I'm dealing with aches and pain, rheumatoid arthritis. I wake up every day, I'm suffering. That's no way to live. I would rather not be here. My plan is to live to 120 and be healthy because the Bible said man's lifespan is 120. And all those people in the Bible died with all their faculties and they lived a longer life than we did. It's because of what they were eating. So,
All right.
Who's the next
So
person?
we have 2 more questions for you. There is an iPhone, hands is raised, and someone else. So you might want to just quickly, before we go, let me see. We got
AJ and
Mr. Jean.
Mr. Jean. Yeah.
Hi, yeah. I just want to touch on, well, you said some several factors I just want to touch on based on experience. Regarding to prostate cancer, prostate for men, listen, men, okay. I had to just, I think it was last year that I went to Cleveland Clinic Hospital and to do a test to find do I have cancer so they can do the testing and to see if you got just to see if you have any prostate cancer and they have to they have to do the test. So give you guys a rundown for those men who haven't done it, that they hear don't know what's going on. This is the process, right? First of all, you know, if you have insurance, that's a good thing, right? But the other part is because I had a co-share, and so I had to pay $10,000. Okay, bomb. But that's my co-share, 10,000. The other half, the insurance taken care of, right? The other part is you go through the process, and yeah, they put you to sleep. Then also, just to let you know, man, all right, what they do is that once they put you to sleep and you wake up, yeah, you think you confident, you think it's like everything didn't happen, but the moment you get up, you're gonna be your butt is sore like 2 3 weeks. Oh, they didn't even tell you about when you need to use the bathroom. You're gonna have to get the softer to soften your body to soften your stool. So guys, I'm telling you, if you don't take in charge of your I think that from what I've seen here for what they have for prostate cancer for men, it is excellent because food, just like I shared with you earlier, guys, you know, the vegetables that I told you, I limited all the other stuff. If you're not taking all those things in for your body, yeah, some of the things that I see that they have for omega-3 processed cancer, the kind of food that's in the supplement, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just to know that they have something, and yeah, yeah. So I just want to say that real quick because I don't want to take too much time. But there is something else I want to say about blood. But man, it's very important. Keep that blood healthy. Thank you.
And Hemohim does that job. So Mr. iPhone.
That's Miss Joy. Go ahead, Miss
Oh,
Joy.
go ahead, Miss Joy.
Um, Hi, I just wanted to add that supplements are food. They're not medication.
That's
So
right.
for someone to ask how long do I have to take this? It's food. It's just food. So thank you for allowing me to share.
I'm glad you said that, Miss Joy, because they pack all the food in these little pills we're taking. If you guys go on the website and look at what's comprised in these, it shows you all these fruits and veggies and different, it's just food. that's gonna help your body. So, you know, we want to be healthy. Atomy has everything to keep us healthy. And I truly believe that. Everything to keep us healthy. So, and I guess that's it for us.
Yep, that's it for today. So
Hopefully you guys will go pull up that GoPro audio that I reposted last night and go to chapter 5 and get that information so you guys have it, practice it, get it in your head so as you meet people, because there are people out there looking for businesses. And just
Navla?
remember, guys, yes, sir.
You are great. You
Oh,
were
and
awesome.
remember, you're all CEO of your own company. You own your own company. Act that way. Look that way when you go out. Start acting like you are an owner. Walk around and say, I am a CEO of my own business, my own company. Because you're independent. This is your company. It has your name on it. So, yeah.
Own it. So I thank you, Navla. That was really, really wonderful. And Nick. And just let me remind everyone on the call this morning, the 15th of February, regional event, big event. It's a big deal. You want to explode your business, you want to grow this business, make sure that you use the opportunity to get your army at that event.
Yep.
Whoever has the largest army will win. And it's always about the law of large numbers.
Hey guys, before I don't mean to interrupt CJ, but guys, we also have a Facebook group and a Facebook page. So please look them up. The Facebook, I'm gonna give you guys the Facebook group. So the Facebook group is gonna be facebook.com/AMM4U. FU. Okay? It's the link for the Facebook group. Once you guys find the group and you click join, please answer the questions because that's the only way myself or the other admins on the group will be able to let you in.
Did you put in there, Nick, for them to put their ID number? Because you want to make sure it's Atomy people only.
Yes, that's what it is. It's
Good, good.
yeah. So yeah. So
So
I have a
without
little tweaking to do, but um, as my admins get into place, we can always tweak the account as we go along, the Facebook page as we go along.
So without the link, right? Say I'm on Facebook right now.
Mhm.
What would be the name they type in to go to find it? Because they can also get in without the link if they just type in the name of the Facebook page.
Yeah, you could also type in Atomy Momentum Morning. Two should come up, but you'll see one that's a group and one's a Facebook page.
So
Atomy
you're looking
Momentum.
for the group Atomy Momentum Morning.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. Because I think that might be easier for people to just go in Facebook and just type in Atomy Momentum Morning.
Yeah.
Someone asked if you could put the link in the chat.
Yeah, so I'm doing it right now. So Facebook. Okay.
Oh, and Nick again repost the GoPro again. So, oh, or was it CJ? CJ.
No, I posted it again in the chat just now,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then I posted it on the Atomy Global on WhatsApp and also in our groups on WhatsApp and Telegram.
Okay.
And
And
that was
I'll post the video, that Hemohim video that I played this morning. I'll post it in the groups.
Yeah.
Let me do that right now.
Yeah. All right. So guys, you guys have a lot of information this morning. So I hope you guys take it to heart and make your business a successful one. All right. So without any further ado, it's now 11:15. We'll go ahead and wrap up for this morning. We'll see you guys again tomorrow, same time, 9:40 for pregame and 10 o'clock for the actual show. All right. Guys, have a good day. Aja, aja, aja.
Thank
Aja,
you.
aja, aja.
Aja, aja, aja.
Okay.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.